Punjabi singer Sidhu Moose Wala was brutally murdered by gangsters on Sunday evening in Punjab's Mansa is going to be cremated at noon. Hundreds of his followers, his fans, gathered outside his house to pay final tributes. Sources tell India Today that Moose Wala may have been shot at least 24 times. And with the gang war angle exploding, Lawrence Bishnoi is under the radar of the police. Sidhu's postmortem report reveals 24 bullet injuries. The bullet wound has been found in his skull as well. Excessive bleeding could be the reason behind his untimely death. Gangsters Kala Jatheri and Lawrence Bishnoi were allegedly questioned by the Delhi Police Special Cell on Monday. In the investigation so far, 7 accused have been detained. One detained accused is believed to be directly connected to Moose Wala's murder. Meanwhile, gangster Lawrence Bishnoi has been demanding additional security. He claims there is a threat to his life. He's also been granted increased security.
Ahead of the cremation of Sidhu Moose Wala, emotions run high outside the residence of Sidhu Moose Wala. You can see his supporters, his family members, his friends who have gathered outside the residence, and they are, taking the name of Sidhu Moose Wala. They are speaking about Sidhu Moose Wala. We'll try and speak with a few of them. आप लोग सब आज बाहर खड़े हो, सिद्धू मूसे वाला के लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप?
बहुत माड़ा काम हुई, बस इस तरह कुछ नहीं कहना।
लेजेंड था, लेजेंड पंजाब का लेजेंड था वो। सभी उसकी चढ़ाई से चढ़ते थे।
आप इसी गांव से हो?
हाँ, हम बहुत दूर से हैं, गुरदासपुर जिले से हैं।
आप गुरदासपुर से हैं?
जी।
आप कहाँ से?
हम पत्ती से, लुधियाना जिला में से।
आप लुधियाना से हैं?
हाँ जी।
तो आप लोग इतने दूर से ट्रैवल करके आए हो?
हाँ, प्यार है उसका, सिद्धू भाई का। सिद्धू भाई से प्यार था इतना, इसलिए।
आप कहाँ?
चंडीगढ़ से। हाँ जी।
The emotions that run high, people coming from far across to see him for one last time, speaks for the kind of fan following he enjoyed. With video journalist Pradeep Gupta, this is Shreya Chatterjee for India Today.
Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann is facing criticism for making security details public. Well, the Aam Aadmi Party government has come under heavy fire from the opposition for a poster shared on the party's Twitter handle that mentioned Moose Wala's name while announcing the downgrade of security of various persons. BJP sought action by the police, calling it criminal act. Moose Wala's killing is something that the AAP is responsible for, is what the Congress and the BJP has been saying. The Punjab High Court has also pulled up the Mann government, asking why these documents relating to security were made public. Why was this advertisement put out? Moose Wala was among the 424 people whose security was withdrawn by the Punjab police on Saturday, a day before his gruesome murder.
जिस प्रकार से सिद्धू मूसेवाला की निर्मम हत्या दिन दहाड़े की गई है, ये एक स्टेट स्पॉन्सर्ड मर्डर है जिसके लिए आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार पूर्ण तरीके से जिम्मेदार है। जिस प्रकार से उन्होंने 424 लोगों की सिक्योरिटी को बिना कोई तथ्य या तर्क के विड्रॉ किया और केवल वाहवाही सस्ती लूटने के लिए उन्होंने इस लिस्ट को सार्वजनिक किया। आज पंजाब में ऐसी स्थिति आ चुकी है कि वहां पर कानून व्यवस्था पूर्ण तरीके से ध्वस्त हो चुकी है।
A sensational angle has emerged in the investigation of Moose Wala's death. India Today has accessed a dossier on Canada-based gangster Goldie Brar, who claimed responsibility. Among Goldie's associates, the name of Rajasthan's gangster Sampat Nehra is also mentioned. Nehra had carried out a recce of Salman Khan's house in Mumbai in the year 2018, plotting against the Bollywood star. In the dossier, 12 associates of Brar have been disclosed who are engaged in criminal activities under him. The first among those is the infamous gangster of Punjab, Lawrence Bishnoi. Goldie has been branded an A+ category gangster and had been declared an absconder. "29-year-old Lawrence Bishnoi is now the prime suspect in the murder of Sidhu Moose Wala. Bishnoi has been questioned in Delhi, started off as a constable in Haryana police. He then switched to farming. He then enrolled himself for a law degree. That's where his tryst with illegal activities started. This is also where he came in contact with Goldie Brar. Together, they became partners in crime.
A gang that has terrorized much of North India, operating stealthily even from top central jails. A gang that has claimed the brazen daylight murder of Punjabi rapper Sidhu Moose Wala. And now for the first time, the dreaded Lawrence Bishnoi gang is on television. Exclusive images of the Bishnoi gang being paraded by the Delhi Police Special Cell in 2021 after taking them into police remand under the Maharashtra Control of Organized Crime Act, Makoka. Bishnoi is seen wearing a black t-shirt, green shoes and close-cropped hair. Rajasthan gangster Sampat Nehra, who once carried out a reconnaissance of actor Salman Khan's house, can also be seen in these images accessed exclusively by India Today. The other gangster in these images are Jaggu Bhagwanpuria and Haryana's Kali Rajput and Raju Basodi. 30-year-old Lawrence Bishnoi, the son of a former police officer, is a law graduate. He met Goldie Brar in 2009 during his stint in Punjab University. The two rapidly rose in the world of crime after fighting for supremacy in university politics and a series of ruthless murders. When Goldie Brar fled to Canada, Bishnoi kept running the crime empire from Tihar Central Jail. Anybody who owed allegiance to rival gangs or stood against the Bishnoi gang was neutralized, like pop star Sidhu Moose Wala. The Bishnoi gang allegedly wanted to avenge the murder of Akali Dal leader Vicky Middukheda in August 2021. Since Shaganpreet Singh, the manager of Moose Wala, was named as a key plotter in the murder case, Moose Wala came on the radar of the Bishnoi gang. Moose Wala was also close to slain gangster Vicky Gounder, a bitter rival of the Bishnoi gang. While Shaganpreet fled to Australia, Moose Wala couldn't escape the wrath of the Bishnoi gang. With Arvind Ojha, Bureau Report, India Today.
Moose Wala's murder has put the spotlight on the gangs of Punjab. His family and friends have confirmed the singer was indeed receiving threats from gangsters. Now, at the center of this gang war is Lawrence Bishnoi. Currently lodged in Delhi's Tihar jail, he is the prime suspect in Moose Wala's murder. But he's not the only one. We now decode the gang rivalry that probably killed Moose Wala.
(29th May, Jawar ke village, Mansa, Punjab. While glorifying the guns and gangster culture in his songs, Sidhu Moose Wala would have never imagined that one day he would fall prey to gangsters himself. Sources say before Sidhu Moose Wala was killed, he'd received a call from the gangsters advising him to mend his ways. But Moose Wala had ignored the threats, saying he too was equipped with weapons.
इनके जो एक मैनेजर हैं शगनप्रीत, इनका नाम आया था जो विक्की मिड्डूखेड़ा वाले मर्डर केस में। लॉरेंस बिश्नोई गैंग का इसमें हाथ है और इसकी जिम्मेदारी जो है वो लकी उन्होंने ले ली है उनकी गैंग के।
A gang war that spread across Punjab, Delhi's Tihar jail, and across 7 seas to Canada. At the center of this gang war is this group of men led by Lawrence Bishnoi. Lawrence Bishnoi, prime suspect. Lawrence Bishnoi is currently lodged in the high security ward of Tihar Central Jail. A resident of Firozpur, his gang is active in Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Delhi and Uttar Pradesh. Professional shooters are also a part of Bishnoi's gang. Kala Jathedi, Bishnoi's crime partner, Delhi's most wanted gangster, who carried a reward of 7 lakh rupees when he was arrested in July last year. Apart from Delhi police, Jathedi was wanted by Haryana, Rajasthan and Punjab police for his alleged involvement in several cases of murder, extortion and other heinous crimes. Jathedi's name also came up following the Chhatrasal Stadium assault and murder, in which two-time Olympic medalist and world champion wrestler Sushil Kumar was arrested. Sushil Kumar was associated with Jathedi, but the two fell out. Vicky Midhukheda, Bishnoi aide, shot dead in August 2021. The trigger for Sidhu Moose Wala's killing was allegedly the murder of Vicky Midhukheda. Vicky was also a big name in the Punjabi music industry and was shot dead in August last year. Moose Wala's manager, Shaganpreet's name had figured in that murder. Goldie Brar, gangster, currently in Canada. Goldie Brar, a close aide of Lawrence Bishnoi, currently in Canada, has also claimed responsibility for Moose Wala's murder. Goldie has also claimed that apart from Vicky Midhukheda's killing, Sidhu Moose Wala was also behind the murder of his brother Gurlal Brar, but has survived on the strength of his contacts and influence. The Bishnoi gang has taken responsibility for murdering Sidhu Moose Wala, claiming that Vicky Midhukheda was their brother and they have now avenged his death. With Manjeet Sehgal in Chandigarh, Bureau Report, India Today.
Well, as Sidhu Moose Wala's murder has put the spotlight on the gangs of Punjab, my colleague Akshat Anand-Gopal explains.
The Punjab police are looking into the gang war angle that perhaps gangsters were behind the killing of Sidhu Moose Wala. Let's take you through the names that you need to be familiar with. Who at this point is the police's lens on? Well, for starters, you have Lawrence Bishnoi. He's a prime suspect. He's lodged in Delhi's Tihar jail, and the suspicion is that while he was behind bars, he actually plotted the murder of Sidhu Moose Wala. Kala Jathedi, his other name is Santosh. He's a gangster, dreaded gangster who's currently in Delhi police remand. Now, they both are known to have worked together. In fact, Kala Jathedi is known to be a very close aide of Lawrence Bishnoi. They've committed several crimes together, and the police suspect that in this case too, in Moose Wala's murder, they were involved. Why was Moose Wala targeted by Lawrence Bishnoi? For that, you need to know who this man is, Vicky Midhukheda. He was, in fact, an associate of Lawrence Bishnoi, was murdered last year in August 2021. By whom? By Moose Wala's manager. Now, his name was Shaganpreet Singh, and after the murder, he fled to Australia. So, Bishnoi, in order to avenge the murder of his close associate, decided to join hands with Goldie Brar. Goldie Brar is another dreaded gangster currently based in Canada. Again, Bishnoi and Brar were close aides. They worked together several times. So with the help of Goldie Brar, according to the police, they plotted the murder of Sidhu Moose Wala. Let me highlight again, the reason for that is to avenge the murder of Vicky Midhukheda. And that's why on Sunday, a day after Moose Wala lost his security cover, he was shot at multiple times in a busy stretch of Mansa in Punjab. So the suspicion is that Lawrence Bishnoi, along with Kala Jathedi and Goldie Brar, actually hatched this murder conspiracy.